Let you all open all your three eyes.
Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham.
Nithyananda, Jnana Paddhati Manual, under the guidance of Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, Jagadguru Mahasannidhanam, His Divine Holiness, Bhagavan Nithyananda Paramashivam. Let's start with the Sadguru Vandanam. Nithyanandam Paramasukadam Kevalam Jnanamurtim Dvandvatitam Gaganasadusham Tattvamasyaadilakshya Ekam Nityam Vimalamachalam Sarvadi Sakshi Bhutam Bhavatitam Trigunarahitam Sadgurum Tam Namami. Let's go through the disclaimers. Security measures. No photography, video, audio recording. Important cautions. Please be aware of the important cautions. What is spa manifestation? Let's hear from Bhagavan himself explaining what is spa manifestation.
All the 25 states of consciousness, when they happen in you due to your chemicals and hormones ups and downs, it is powerlessness. When it happens in you out of your free will and consciousness, it is powerfulness. That's all. When you fall into sleep, it is powerlessness. When you enter into sleep, it is powerfulness. When you fall into dream, it is powerlessness. When you decide to dream, it is powerfulness. So I have added the ultimate powerfulness, Turiyatita, in your whole being and doing. Manifest all the powers. Understand, power manifestation is nothing but cognitive shift. It is not work. It is cognitive shift. Understand? It is just cognitive shift. It's not work. Work is a 4-letter word. Power manifestation is cognitive shift, playing with life, playing with being alive. Static matter, dynamic activity, strategic existence, all these three has no boundary. You are one with it. You are alive in everything. Everything listens to you. Everything decides as you want. Power manifestation is cognitive shift, raising your frequency, not work.
Now let's understand who is Paramashiva. Bhagavan himself has beautifully explained the Paramashiva in all of us.
Paramashiva does manifestation, maintenance, rejuvenation, pulling out of delusion and liberation. He resides in his supreme Paramashiva Swarupa as Ajomuha or Adhomuha, unborn, beyond form, formlessness. His Paramashiva Swarupa. That Paramashiva Swarupa manifests with these 5 faces as Sadashiva, Tatpurusha, Vamadeva, Ahora, Satyojata, Ishana. 5 faces he manifests and does the Panchakritya, Srishti, manifestation, Sthiti, sustenance, Samhara, rejuvenation, Trobhava, pulling out of delusion, Anugraha, liberation. Understand? He does all these 5 jobs. Through these 5 phases. Now listen carefully. Tatpurusham, Vamadevam, Satyojatam, Ahoram, Ishanam. These 5 phases does Panchakrityas. Each phase, each dimension is not just one F-A-C-E phase, P-H-A-S-E phase. It's not just F-A-C-E, P-H-A-S-E. Understand? The creation. Not just creation getting created. Even sustenance need to be created. Destruction need to be created. And pulling out of delusion need to be created. Liberation need to be created. Then creation, manifestation need to be maintained. Maintenance, sthiti itself need to be maintained. Destruction, samhara, the rejuvenation need to be sustained, maintained when it is happening. Pulling out of delusion, trobhava, need to be maintained when it is happening. And anugraha, liberation, need to be maintained when it is happening. Those micromilliseconds when it is happening. So understand, Satyojata Murti as 5 phase, Ishana Murti as 5 phase, Vamadeva Murti as 5 phase, Agora Murti has 5 phase, Tatpurusha Murti has 5 phase. So, Tatpurusha Murti has his 5 phase, Agora Murti has his 5 phase, Vamadeva Murti has his 5 face. Satyojata Murti has his 5 face. Ishana Murti has his 5 face. All these 5 Murtis, 5 faces put together is 25 faces of Mahasadashiva.
Bhagavan beautifully explained Paramashiva. Now, who is His Divine Holiness, Bhagavan Nithyananda Paramashivam? Let's hear from Bhagavan himself. Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, Jagadguru Mahasannidhanam, His Divine Holiness, Bhagavan Nithyananda Paramashivam, is a reviver of Kailasha, the ancient enlightenment civilization, the great cosmic borderless nation. Is an avatar from and is a supreme pontiff of Hinduism. His Divine Holiness, Bhagavan Nithyananda Paramashivam, has made science of our manifestation, yoga, temple-based university for humanity, Sovereign Order of Kailasha, led by His Divine Holiness, Bhagavan Nithyananda Paramashivam, and Nithyananda Order of Monks, Nuns, Hindu diasporas, are working for global peace to give superconscious breakthrough to humanity. Nithyananda Hindu University, world's largest with extended campus in 150 countries, is collecting, organizing, preserving, time capsuling, decoding, spreading and reviving 20 million source books of Hinduism and 64 sacred arts, science like Ayurveda, music, dance, sculpting, astrology, Vastu, and many more. His Divine Holiness, Bhagavan Nithyananda Paramashivam, is 293rd Guru Mahasannidhanam of Shamalapita Sarvanyapita, ancient apex body of Hinduism and present emperor of Suryavamsa Surangi Swamrajyam. His Divine Holiness, Bhagavan Nithyananda Paramashivam, has survived the worst persecution of multiple assassination attempts on person and character by anti-Hindu elements. Beautifully, Bhagavan now explains who is His Divine Holiness, Bhagavan Nithyananda Paramashivam.
Everything is infinitely powerful. You realize your potentiality. You establish yourself in the completion, space of completion. You are God, that's all. All of us are gods. The first experience is that I was able to see everything around me, above me, the whole 360 degree. I realized not only I was able to see, I was able to feel, experience the skin of the stone on rock on which I was sitting and the skin of this body. Both carry me equally. In both I exist equally. Sangha is a place where the tattvas are taught to you, and till it becomes satya, you are supported. Akhadas are basically founded by Sadashiva himself. All is ganas, Shiva ganas. Exactly the word gana means. In your length, breadth, depth, if you are filled by Shiva, you are Shiva Gana. All the Shiva Ganas formed the first Akhada. Later on, much later, Kapila Muni organizes Mahanirvani Akhada. Then all other Akhadas. Mahamandaleshwar of Mahanirvani Akhada, the oldest apex body of Hinduism, I welcome every one of you. What I am teaching is from original Agamas Yogapada,
The science very clearly declares, Sadashiva is very clear, manifestation of these powers happen when you experience oneness with Sadashiva. When you choose your Guru, the best thing is find a person who is enlightened, experienced, who can play with energy, who can directly transmit experience to you, and who is in tune with the original Shastras, the source of the knowledge. All the revealed scriptures available about the yoga directly by Sadashiva for you to do research, study, practice, question the people who teach.
The science of power manifestation is a gift to the humanity, which is authentic, time-tested, scientific, and foolproof. Diksha, or the initiation from His Divine Holiness, Nithyananda Paramashiva, makes the science directly an experience for the initiates. The experience is directly authenticated by the Pramanas. The Shastra Pramanas, the eternal, unchangeable truth revealed in the source scriptures, the Veda and Agamas. The Apta Pramanas, the experience of the Rishis, Munis, Ganas, Nayanamars, Alvars, and Siddhars, who are the authority of Hinduism, who have scientists who time-tested and verified the science of power manifestation. The Atma Pramanas are the avatar who land on the planet Earth to give a superconscious breakthrough to humanity. His Divine Holiness Bhagavan Nithyananda Paramashiva, this millennium's avatar, personal experience of power manifestation. Shakshi Pramanas, or the experience of the millions of disciples, devotees, and followers initiated into the science of power manifestation by Bhagavan himself. Pratyaksha Pramanas, or the scientific studies which can be measuring the effect of being in the enlightened state.
Let's go to the satsang for powerful cognition on physical body, living the fullest.
The physical body, Annamaya Kosha, because it is strengthened or weakened by food, it is directly built by food. Anna, it is called Annamaya Kosha in Sanskrit. The body can be an ultimate place for us to rest, or a great bondage. The goal is to evolve the body into enlightened physiology. Please listen. How your body should be. How your body should be. The goal the body should be a vehicle through which you can manifest anything you want. Not just your health or wealth or better relationships, anything you want, you should be able to just manifest. The physical layer, Annamaya Kosha, is part of the material world, whether it's a rock or tree or a man, all have physical body. In this physical body, you carry the patterns of fear. Please understand. the samskaras of fear. See, in each layer you carry different patterns. Different patterns are recorded in different layers. In each layer, different patterns are recorded. In the physical layer, the patterns of fear is recorded. Please understand, these patterns by and by accumulate certain power, even though they cannot function independently without the power of your consciousness. Because of its long time existence, they themselves acquire certain powers. Like early morning cup of coffee. Once you build the habit of early morning cup of coffee, without that your life cannot move. It's almost like a day has not started if the coffee is missing. I'm not saying coffee is wrong. I'm not saying coffee is right. But all I am trying to tell you is compulsion is wrong. Compulsion is wrong. That stops your self-actualization. That stops your self-actualization. First, the engrams, patterns, samskaras, incompletions you have in your physical layer. Let's dig out those physical layer patterns. Internalizing incompletions of fear. Please listen. Dig out all the fear layers, fear patterns. Recollect the earliest memories of your life. Write down all the incidents and the conversations you had about fear of losing your name, fear of losing your fame, fear of losing your identity. You have multiple layers of fears stored in the physical body. Recollect the earliest memories of your life and write down the incidents and conversations you had about fear of losing your physical health, fear of losing your mental health, and or fear of losing the body parts in accidents. Same way, recollect the earliest memories of your life and write down all the incompletions you had about fear of losing your wealth and all your possessions. Recollect the earliest memories of your life and write down the incidents and conversations you had about fear of losing your loved ones, fear of losing the love of your loved ones. Recollect the earliest memories of your life and write down the incidents and the conversations you had about fear of the unknown. So start penning down as if you are talking to me. Let's dig out the patterns and engrams you carry in the physical layer, in the physical body. Listen. Some deeper insights into this fear pattern. See, when I utter the word fear pattern, it means all your fears are patterns, not facts. Please listen. Your fears when they overpower you, look like fact. When you overpower them, you realize it is pattern. Understand? When they overpower you, it looks like fact. When you overpower them, it looks like pattern. Now all we need to do something so that they can never overpower you. They can never make you powerless. They can never make you powerless. Listen. We will have to do something so that we can never become powerless. Listen to this truth. Internalize. All fear is nothing but pattern making you powerless. Because you become powerless, the pattern looks like a fact. It's like there's a hero and a dupe for the hero. When hero is dead, powerless, dupe looks like a hero. Pattern taking over you, making you powerless, and makes itself look like fact. That is the worst thing can happen to you. Please listen. That is the worst thing that can happen to you. All fears are ultimately rooted in fear of death. All fears ultimately rooted in fear of death.
Bhagavan gave a powerful cognition going beyond the fear. Now, let's go to the Shastra Pramana.
स्वदेहे जगतो वापि सूक्ष्मतराणि च तत्त्वानि यानि निलयं ध्यात्वान्ते व्यज्यते परा.
Vijnana Bhairava Tantra, Sutra 54, Dharana 31. Bhagavan Paramashiva says, cognize deeply that from the subtle to the subtler constitutive principle of your whole body, Swadeha, or the whole universe, simultaneously consists of the essential reality. They are being observed in the source cause, Sadashiva. By the experience of such restful awareness, one becomes complete from all thoughts and the ultimate universal divine power, Paradevi, Adi Shakti, is revealed and the supreme power manifestation happens. Here, Bhagavan gives a very powerful cognition about the fear, how we all perceive and hold the fear. The fear, how we have the fear of death, and every fear that we have is actually the death fear. Every time we miss, it's a death. The final death, we don't even know there's any experience in ourselves. Once we die, we have no idea. But every time, it is not the end of the life, but every time we die, we are having experienced the death. Anything, every time we have the fear. How? He says the fear of everything that we perceived in our reality. Like beautifully he said, one day when he bowed down to Devi on the screen, nobody felt anything, but he told somebody to touch the snake on the screen. they felt like it is so real. The fear makes you lot of things make so real, alive. Whenever you're angry or fear, it makes you bring yourself into the present so much. But if you use that energy to start living the space of Paramashiva, you start experience the higher reality. The highest possibility that Bhagavan has given us in the powerful cognition. Now we can go to the Apta Pramana. After meeting the friend Sudama, Krishna and his brother Balarama walked through the streets of Mathura, encountering Kabja, a young hunchback maidservant of the king Kamsa. She had a beautiful face and carried a plate of ointment with her. Krishna praised her beauty and asked her for the ointment in return for the boon. She introduced herself as Trivaktra, one who has bent in 3 places. Mesmerized by Krishna's charm, she grants him the ointment that she was taking for the king. Pleased, Krishna presses his toe on her feet and placed a finger of both his hands under her chin and raises the finger, and she straightens her body. Kubja turned into a beautiful woman. This is in Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto number 10, chapter 42. How Lord Krishna healed others. Bhagavan has healed millions of people, and he narrates about his experience.
Welcome you all with my love and respects.
I was fortunate to be under a great master called Raghupati Yogi. When I spent time around him, he was 104 or 5, who had experienced all the aspect of yoga, not just the physical level, in every deeper way, and expressing so many different powers of yoga. From the age of 3 to 13, I had fortunate to be under his feet every day from morning to noon, at least for 5 hours. It will make me He'll make me do all kinds of things, all asanas and cleaning the body. Bhagwan beautifully narrates.
I can say spiritual navigator who really did the mapping and the complete directions. He created a clear-cut directions, step-by-step formula to reproduce the experience of enlightenment. How scientists create a formula to reproduce the understanding of the outer world things. Patanjali created a beautiful formula, technology, to reproduce the experience of the inner world, enlightenment. And this yogi, Raghupati Yogi, has mastered the whole science. Not only the physical aspect of yoga, bending the body and all those things, what we call asana or hatha yoga. Apart from that, he has mastered all other aspects of yoga, working with prana, working with the mind, working with visualization power, emotions. He has mastered all other dimensions of yoga, all other aspects of yoga, and had a deep insights into the core truths. His insights were sometimes revealing, sometimes shocking, sometimes it even looked very contradicting what Patanjali says. I used to ask him, I am able to understand what is written in the book by Patanjali, but I am not able to understand your commentary, your explanation. He used to express in a beautiful way. He always used to say, in the books or the Yoga Sutra, only the verbal language of Patanjali is recorded, not the body language. What he wants to convey is not recorded. Naturally, much is lost. For example, now I say be unclutched. Somehow fortunately we have video recorder, everything to record whatever I am saying, and the purpose I am saying or the ambience in which I am saying and all these things. If you just take only the verbal message and convey it to the next generation after 200 years, only the word be unclutched is delivered. Somebody asks, what is the meaning of, what is the message of Paramahamsa Nithyananda? The other person says, he always used to say be unclutched. Then that guy will understand, oh, be unclutched means I should not drive anything which clutches. Stop using cars. Then the other person will say, not only car, anything which clutches you should not use. That is the meaning of Nithyananda's teachings. What for the word be unclutched is uttered, and what kind of interpretation will be given after 100 or 200 years, you don't know. Because only verbal language is recorded, body language is not recorded. As a purpose for which the word is uttered is not recorded. Only a person who has experienced the consciousness of Patanjali can bring Patanjali back to life. I had the great fortune to be with a master who has experienced the consciousness or the same inner space of Patanjali. That's the reason he used to reveal all the deeper level truths of yoga science. Maybe I'll try to share few.
Beautiful Atma Pramana. Bhagavan says how he not just heal the body but raise the body to higher frequency. Now let's go to Shakshi Pramana. Shakshi Pramanas are the disciple devotees all over the world initiated by Bhagavan, experiencing the power manifestation and sharing the whole essence. Here she's experienced a beautiful healing by obeisance. Let's hear.
Nithyananda, my name is Ivana. I'm from Melbourne, Australia. I just wanted to share an absolutely amazing experience that I had yesterday, which demonstrates the power of Swamiji's third eye initiation and also the power of his Gurukul kids. So yesterday I was feeling really sick. I had really bad cramps in my stomach. I was feeling really nauseous. I felt like I was going to pass out. I couldn't eat anything. I kept running back and forth from the bathroom, and I was really struggling. I was really struggling with it. I thought I might have to go to the hospital. I don't know what's wrong with me. And funnily enough, one of my friends, Ma Shivani, said, come see one of Swamiji's Gurukul kids. They're scanning the body and they're able to see if you've got anything wrong with you. So I thought, okay, sure, let's go see. The moment I sat down in front of him, the intensity of which he looked into my eyes, I can't even explain. It was just so powerful. He looked into my eyes, he scanned my body, and immediately he looked at my stomach and he said, you've got a problem with your stomach, you're sick there. And I said, yes I am. And then he took his vibhuti, did a blessing, gave me a bit of that vibhuti in the palm of my hand and a bit of water. He said, take that, drink it. By today evening, you'll be healed, being yesterday. So I woke up this morning and I cannot tell you how sick I felt yesterday. Like I really felt like I had to go to the hospital, that unwell. I woke up this morning and I feel better than ever. I couldn't eat yesterday. Today I was able to have breakfast. And I feel actually better than before, better even than when I first came here. So It's just remarkable.
Now let's go to the instruction and Pratyaksha Pramana to understand how to manifest the power of body scanning.
Pratyaksha Pramana. Scientific studies, what can be measured, measuring the effect of being in enlightenment state. Healing visible on brain activity. On April of 2005, His Divine Holiness Bhagwan Nithyananda Paramashivam met with Dr. William Collins, a leading researcher and neurofeedback specialist in St. Louis, USA. He requested to study the brain activity of Swamiji along with that of a patient at the time he was healing the latter. The patient was injured in a car accident 10 years earlier and consequently suffered from affected nerves. The world is not going to believe this, exclaimed Dr. Collins, at seeing the outstanding observations recorded. Source taken from Avatar Shastra, Chapter 1, an introduction, page 60 and 61, paragraph titled During Healing. Now, we will watch a video presenting the scientific research and discovered phenomena on Swamiji during the healing meditation and enlightenment.
Like most enlightened masters, one of the unique gifts that Nithyananda has to offer to humanity is healing, called as Nithya spiritual healing. Nithya spiritual healing has been baffling the medical world, healing people from migraine to cancer. He has personally touched and healed thousands of people all over the world. Nithyananda participates and encourages scientific researchers to derive evidences for meditation and healing through meditation. Research has been done on the brainwave patterns, heart rate variability, and skin conductance level tests when Nithyananda was healing. The heart rate variability analysis is a useful tool to explore energetic transactions between two subjects. As shown in the graph, shifts in the power spectra signal were recorded in the receiving volunteer during healing by Swamiji and also when Swamiji was sending healing energy into the room, not specifically directed to any subject. The skin conductance level is a measure of skin conductance to electricity. Sensors were fitted to the fingertips of Swamiji and during healing, sudden increase in skin conductance level was observed as Swamiji is running energy to deliver during healing. Both heart rate variability and skin conductance level showed that during healing there is increased level of sympathetic autonomic nervous system activity as the energy is focused for healing.
Setting up things for healing others' problem. Camera, timestamp, Jnanajan. If you would like to have pen and pencil and paper, please go ahead. Partner, explain the steps what you're going to be doing and make them sit comfortably. Let's go set up the camera. Download the timestamp app, click on the video, ensure the time is shown on the screen very clearly. Make sure the camera is facing you and your partner in a wide angle. The place is lit very nicely and the background noise, there's no background noise. Make sure if the partner wants to write, let him write and show it on the camera. Turn on the video on, apply the Jnana engine, bring the awareness to your third eye, scan the partner and heal others for others' problem as seen through your third eye. After that, take readings after healing and ask the partner to verify the results. Ask the partner to verify the results that after healing the whatever you're healing for, the blood group or diabetes or corona or heart, anything, please ask them to take the readings and share it with you. If the healing has happened, wonderful, you have manifested the power. If they are just feeling comfortable after their healing, you have started manifesting the powers, go ahead and heal more and more people. Simply you will see the energy flow is happening through you. Share these experiences with the family and friends and with powerful cognition authentically without telling any of the details. Listen to others' manifestation, power manifestation videos for more and more entanglement.
Power manifestation instructions. Let's sit straight, the head, neck, and back in a straight line, so that beautifully the Kundalini energy raises to the Agnya where the manifestation happens. Usually, our awareness is on Muladhara, Swadhisthana, and Manipuraha, where navel center, your below navel center. Here, bringing the awareness to your third eye and sitting straight will give us amazing possibility of power manifestation. Now let's understand few words that Bhagavan is repeatedly using. Shaktipada, oneness, be unclutched, initiation. So here first we will see in Bhagavan's words what is Shaktipada.
Let me give an introduction about what is Shaktipada process. Please understand. You would have seen or heard about how the chicken sits on the egg and hatches. Of course, in the modern countries, this does not happen. Machine sits on the egg and our egg sits on the machine. In those days, originally when hens and chicken were getting produced on the planet Earth, the hen used to sit on the chicken and hen used to sit on the egg and the chicken will come out of the egg. See, same way, Sadashiva sitting means the ultimate cosmic energy sitting on the individual soul and making the individual soul into cosmic energy is Shaktipada. Hen sitting on the egg and making the chicken happen, same way. You may think, how come, what is going on here? That hen is only sitting just by the body heat of the hen, the egg is becoming chicken. Because no surgery is done and nothing goes inside. It's only sitting. Same way, it is just sitting. It's only the presence, the Shaktipada makes the individual soul into cosmic soul.
Beautifully, Bhagavan explained Shaktipada, how individual soul becomes cosmic soul. And let's listen to initiation.
You see, let me explain the initiation. Initiation is the process beyond your intellectual understanding. The transmission of lamp happens. Now, you understood something intellectually. There is something which is not understood, which can't be transmitted through the words. That is transmitted. That's what we call initiation. Sometimes I tell people that unless you are initiated, the techniques do not create the result. The reason is you do not grasp completely whatever is expressed through words. Initiation is like it just transmits whatever need to be transmitted beyond logic and beyond words. People ask me, why to wear this bracelet or this mala and all those things. This all will remind you. Why bracelet in the hand? It will remind you, before eating, did you meditate? It's a constant reminder. Before eating, let you be reminded, did you do the meditation? That is why this bracelet. That is why this mala. That is why this external things. Sometimes this external things does a big job of reminding you constantly. That is why take the help of external things also, nothing wrong. People ask me,
Why? We can just be spiritual without having external things. If you can, really you are welcome. But I don't think anybody who speaks in that way is successful. I've never seen people becoming successful, avoiding the external things, just having internal things. And it is just a nice way of escaping from yourself.
Beautifully, Bhagavan explained initiation. Let's listen to be unclutched. What is to be unclutched?
The thoughts, every thought is independent, illogical, unconnected, and unclutched. Because the gap between two thoughts is too small. The neutral space between the two thoughts is too small. You think all the thoughts are connected and it is in the shared form. It is not. By your very nature, every thought is independent, illogical, unconnected, and unclutched. Between every thought, you experience a neutral space. When you change the gear, whether you go from neutral to 1 or 1 to 2 or 2 to 3 or 3 to 4 or 4 to whatever gears you may change, but every time you have to come to the neutral space. Only then you can go to the next gear. Even if you want to go from 2 to 3, you have to come to the neutral space. Only then you can go to 3. Same way, between every thought, you experience a neutral space. You experience a neutral space between every thought. Between every thought. That neutral space, that silence is what I call peace or bliss. The peace which exists, the bliss which exists already in you, between every thought, the gap of the thought, the gap between the thoughts, that neutral space is the peace, is the bliss. When you understand you are unconnected, independent, illogical, and unclutched, by your very nature, you will start experiencing the neutral space in you, neutral space which exists in you. You will start living from moment to moment in spontaneity. We need to understand one more thing. This technique of being unclutched, it does miracles in your being. In the body level, or in the mental level, or in the being level. In every level, when you understand the truth, by your very nature, you are unclutched. The tremendous quantum transformation. You take a quantum jump. The transformation happens in quantum, not step by step. Just one jump. You take a quantum jump and experience the truth awakening in you.
The oneness space is the most beautiful space that Bhagavan himself is explaining how we are ferocious. Beyond the tiredness and boredom, we can experience the space of oneness and be unclutched.
Oneness is not imagination. Oneness is not visualization. Oneness is not even just declaration. It is your existence. An idea which is you is oneness. The idea which has become part of your very space, which does not tire you or bore you by the passage of the time is oneness. Mahadeva says in the Agama, Sadashiva beautifully explains in the Agama, Kala, Yama cannot tire you or bring boredom to you if something becomes your space. Devi achieved the blissful state and union with Mahadeva on Shivaratri day because our space became oneness. Anything which brings tiredness or boredom has not yet become your space. If living in this body brings you tiredness and boredom, you are not going to be living in this body forever. When that becomes too much, you are going to drop it and move ahead. If you want to be in oneness forever, it should become part of your space, means you should become ferocious with you and break this very tiredness and boredom. Only when you deal you with the ferociousness, you break the tiredness and boredom. With that ferociousness, you need to make oneness as your space. Anything stands as an imagination in the length level, visualization in the breadth level, declaration in the depth level. If you open your time with ferociousness, it just sinks into space level. With this ferociousness, the time layer in you opens, and the oneness from imagination to visualization to declaration, it becomes your space, the way of existence.
The most important, Bhagavan says, being unclutched, understanding the Shaktipada, the oneness space, and chanting the Mahavakya. The Mahavakya, the power of the Mahavakya pushes you into the higher states of consciousness. Here Bhagavan himself explains how we can experience the Shaktipada, raised higher consciousness through Mahavakya.
It's one of the very important revelation by Sadashiva. All the electronic equipments work when the electrons are made to vibrate. That happens by the light. When the electricity is supplied, the light particle vibrates, the electronic equipment starts working. Just like that, the spiritual power and the umbilical cord connection, spiritual umbilical cord connection between you and me, it works with sound particle. For example, my integrity with the cosmos, Sadashiva, Mahasadashiva, it reverberates in certain level of frequency. When you are integrated to me, you also start reverberating in the same frequency. If your integrity goes down, that is when you start connecting with me only as a manager or this organization head or your Purvashram father, mother. Your connection with me goes down to the lower level if the integrity gets reduced. I was wondering, what is the way we can bring people to the higher integrity immediately and the feeling connection, so they start manifesting the powers, they start staying in the space of Sadashivatva. Sadashiva revealed a beautiful sound. I can tell you, this is like a password. At any point, if you are not able to bring yourself to oneness, you are a little shaken, disturbed, or for some reason, You are not able to bring yourself to oneness. This is like a password you type. Whether your mind feels connected or not, the energy will start flowing in you beyond the depth dimension. You see, all mind oscillation, restlessness, all mental idea based feeling connected or not feeling connected is only length, breadth, depth level, not in the space level. But this sound will straight infuse energy from the space level. Like for example, if the power goes off, automatically the generator will get switched on and the power supply will be going on. So end result will not be lost. Whether government power supply or the generator power supply, end result will not be stopped. So whenever you feel little that oneness is, you are not catching it, just feed this password. Immediately the oneness will open up and you will start manifesting the powers, energy, and the whole space will shift. It is directly from Sadashiva. It's a beautiful sound. I don't even want to say it's a mantra. It is not even a mantra because there is no meaning in it. You can't derive a meaning for it. It just flashed like a password for all the initiations I am giving. One single password for all the initiations I am giving. And the initiations I gave, I am giving, I will be giving for all that. This is like one password. Don't even repeat like a mantra. Just feed like a password and it will just open up. Your whole being will open up. Listen carefully. It starts with the vibration Om. Listen and then repeat. Om. Very deep. Om. Nithyananda. Nithyananda. Maha Sadashivoham.
So Bhagavan gave beautiful explanation of how you can be in Shaktipada. Visualize Paramashiva who has come down as Bhagavan Nithyananda Paramashivam from Kailasha. Remembering Paramashiva in your third eye, again and again, bringing your awareness to your third eye simply makes you manifest powers. Absolute unclutching. How Bhagavan said, the neutral zone, nothing ever touches the screen. Like same way, the movie does not touch the screen, whether it is happening in ferocious or any soft, beautiful, nothing touches the screen. Be unclutched like the screen. And to experience the state of Paramashiva, your inner space being completely unclutched. Complete completion to experience the space of Paramashiva. Inside us, the complete completion happens when we are in tune with Paramashiva. That everything is redundant and irrelevant. The essence of completion is irrelevant. Nothing matters in your life because everything is complete completion. Oneness with Paramashiva. How Bhagavan said, in ferocious breaking the boredom and tiredness, just being in the space of oneness with Paramashiva to manifest the powers of Paramashiva. Tyaga as Paramashiva is your only strength, now declaring complete integrity with Bhagavan to experience the being of Paramashiva. How Bhagavan said, chanting the Mahavakya raises your frequency and that is your only strength to manifest any reality. Being in this beautiful space of Paramashiva, you can experience such a beautiful space, state, powers, and becoming the being of Paramashiva, manifesting whatever you want. Now, you will be manifesting the powers, watching the oneness capsule, and chanting the Mahavakya, Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. We'll be playing the Mahavakya and the oneness capsule for you to manifest powers. At end of the Mahavakya, you can start with the verification and sharing and causing. Thank you.
Nithyananda Paramashivam. 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 Let Paramashiva's third eye manifest in all our third eyes. Let the Amrita pour, let the Vani open up, manifest in all of us. Let Paramashiva overflow, manifest the powers in all our third eyes. Om Nithyananda Paramashivam. 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 Let Paramashiva's third eye manifest in all our third eyes. Let the Amrita pour, let the Vani open up, manifest in all of us. Let Paramashiva overflow, manifest the powers in all our third eyes. Om Nithyananda Paramashivam. 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 Let Paramashiva's third eye manifest in all our third eyes. Let the Amrita pour, let the Varni open up. Nithyananda Paramashivam. Nithyananda Paramashivam. Nithyananda Paramashivam. Nithyananda Paramashivam. Let Paramashiva's third eye manifest in all our third eyes. Let the Amrita pour, let the Varni open up, manifest in all of us.
Paramashivoham, Paramashivoham, Paramashivoham,
Let Paramashiva overflow, manifest the powers in all our third activities. Om Jnana Paramashivam. 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 Om Jnana Paramashivam.
Paramashivoham, Paramashivoham,
Let Paramashiva's third eye manifest in all our third eyes. Let the Amrita pour, let the Vani open up, manifest in all of us.
Paramashivoham, 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 Paramashivoham,
Let Paramashiva overflow, manifest the powers in all our third activities. Om Jnana Paramashivam. 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 Om Jnana Paramashivam.
Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda 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 Paramashivoham. Let Paramashiva's third eye manifest in all our third eyes. Let the Amrita pour, let the Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. 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 Let Paramashiva's third eye manifest in all our third eyes. Let the Amrita pour, let the Varni open up, manifest in all of us. Let Paramashiva overflow, manifest the powers in all our third eyes. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivam. 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 Om Nithyananda Paramashivam.
Verification process, no video editing or of Shakti Avishkarna power manifestation videos. No video should not be started during the process of manifestation. All videos are verified with timestamp. No seeing the house, no giving clues or hints while manifesting the powers. No Bluetooth or gadget. If you would like to use the yantra, kavi, banyan leaf, or mirror, or Paramashiva, please do so. Authentically heal others through your third eye and follow up the verification what you have done. Verify authentically so that the camera is recording beautifully all the details. All the power manifestation should be done very authentically, more and more authentically. When we manifest the powers, more and more healing happens. Make sure ask them to verify the details, whether whatever their problems are getting healed and what is the report on that. And thank you for manifesting this power.
Beautiful. We are at the end of the power manifestation, but most important part of the power manifestation. Here, we are going to share all that you have manifested with the social media groups. Here we have Sri Kailasha Kotyar manifesting power groups. Thousands of people are part of that. And you can share there and you can post your powerful cognition and the videos. The link is tinyurl.com/power manifestation. It is at the left corner of the page. You can click on it and you can post your beautiful experience in the power manifestation group. Why sharing and causing is very important part of power manifestation. Bhagavan beautifully explains that sharing is pulling us out of delusion and causing is liberating us. We are the ones who need to start experiencing the higher states of reality, how we need to exist. Beautifully, Bhagavan explains when you are sharing with others the ultimate beautiful multidimensional logic, your brain rewires into the higher space of consciousness, the Turyatita state. Again and again, when you experience even a little bit, you share with the world, your experience becomes reality. Same thing when you cause others to come and get initiated for higher reality, you are caused into the higher purpose, the ultimate reality. Bhagavan says extreme causing, extreme power manifestation is extreme causing. So beautifully he explains how our strength is declared on Paramashiva. The power manifestation happens exactly in tune to that. And sharing with the world, continuously reiterating ourselves the experience that we had from the powerful cognition and manifesting the space of Paramashiva, the state of Paramashiva, the beings of Paramashiva, we become Paramashiva. Go on sharing and causing, which is the most important part of how you have experienced your reality. When you go to a temple, we pray and we see that beautiful experience happen in us, and then share with the world that how amazing the temple experience has manifested as your reality. Same way, when you manifest powers, When you share with the world, it becomes more and more the depth cognition of you, and you will be experiencing more powers. Even if you're manifested very small, it does not matter the quantity, Bhagavan says. The quality is important. If it is authentic, please go ahead and share with the world. Do not doubt, have self-doubt, self-denial, self-hatred come and block anything. Experience the ultimate in deep seeking and gratitude. Bhagavan manifest in you with a deep prayer, that asking Bhagavan to make this reality as your existential reality. With that, let's end with the Purna Mantra, thanking Bhagavan for all these great experience. We have come to the end of the Power Manifestation course, and we end with the Purna Mantra. Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purna Purnamadashyate Purnasya Purnamataya Purnameva Vashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om Tat Sat Sarvam Bhavate Sri Nithyananda Paramashiva Padaka Arpanamastu. Om Nithyanandam. Thank you for participating in the Jnana Paddhati, Nithyananda Jnana Paddhati course. Please go ahead and select more power manifestation and every day experience the ultimate reality for yourself. Nithyananda.
Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham